It's that time! Myth Bustin' Mondays. Today we're going to be looking at yet another 8 myths submitted by you lot. I've expanded on some of these, or purposefully chosen ones where 2 questions are being asked to bring the total number of myths up to 14. Throughout this video, I say that I'm solving 14 myths. Actually, I'm only doing 12. I don't know, I went through it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and somehow reached 14, even though there's only 12. Because I'm an idiot. But this video is already a day late, and I don't want to have to delay it another day by waiting till tomorrow to record things, and because there's a sponsor in this video, there's like approval and this whole process. So every time I say 14, just pretend I'm saying 12 instead. And don't be upset, because that would be a weird thing to be upset about. So don't be upset. Thank you. I think that doing this here will allow us to explore these in greater depth than usual, and there are some absolute bangers in this one, so I want to explore them in as much depth as possible. Let's get stuck in. Aren't you forgetting something? You're playing DBD without a VPN? Oh god! Has this ever happened to you? Well, it did to me. Had to stop my whole stream. When playing DBD, your IP address may be attainable by malicious actors. They can then use this to DDoS you, overwhelming your bandwidth with traffic so that you can't use your internet. The only way of properly protecting yourself against this is to use a VPN. Enter today's sponsor, Atlas VPN, who, by the way, are running a pretty extreme discount right now with a 3-year subscription costing only $1.99. What's a VPN? Why should you care? Allow me to explain. Atlas VPN allows you to route your traffic through their servers, preventing your IP address from being publicly accessible. Their platform was developed by top cybersecurity specialists and has more than 6 million users worldwide. Not only will you be protected in-game, but you'll also have ads and malware blocked. All trackers and malicious links are filtered out, and you're notified when someone is trying to steal your data. You can access the best deals from online shopping and pay subscription prices based on geolocation, which are often significantly cheaper than what you're paying right now. Not only that, but it barely alters your network speeds. Usually get about 40, 36 is fine. My upload speed hasn't changed. You don't have to worry about your content streaming or gameplay being negatively impacted. It's a full-on win-win-win. It's also strikingly easy to use. It's just install, one tap, you're done. And guess what? Like I said, they're currently running a huge discount. You can get a 3-year subscription for just $1.99 with a 30-day money-back guarantee. This will not last forever, and you can get the deal by clicking the link in the description or in the pinned comment below. Scratch marks from Diversion show up within the radius of Boon Shadow Step. This one was submitted by Gabriel Marvin. Diversion allows you to throw a pebble that creates an explosion and scratch marks for the killer at the place where it lands. But what happens when in the range of Boon Shadow Step, which hides your scratch marks? Will the scratch marks from the pebble still show, or will they be hidden? And how about if we throw the pebble from outside the radius to inside the radius? Stakeout tokens are consumed with Lament Configuration skill checks. This one was submitted by Mr. Marcus. When solving Pinhead's Lament Configuration, you're tasked with skill checks, but will Stakeout, which gains a token every 15 seconds during the killer's terror radius without being chased, and on a good skill check, consume a token to switch that good into a great, have its tokens consumed when doing this. You can fully recover from dying with Soul Guard when Haunted Grounds is activated. This one was submitted by Pelin Morales. Soul Guard allows you to pick yourself up off the ground when cursed. Hex Haunted Grounds creates 2 Hex totems, which, when either is cleansed, cause you to become exposed. But will Soul Guard work when Haunted Grounds is activated? Let's take a look. Play with your food increases the speed of spirit phase walking. This one was submitted by a Twitter user who I don't know the name of. Well, let me just check my DMs. This one was submitted by Lewis, joined the party, or otherwise known as No Milk for Me. So, one of those. Play with your food gains a token each time you chase the obsession and let them escape. Each token applies a 5% haste effect. But does this haste effect increase the speed of phase walking? Adrenaline can be blocked by the pig's place trap animation. This one was submitted by Helzus. How's it going, man? Adrenaline heals you for 1 health state and allows you to sprint for 5 seconds when the exit gates are powered. Normally, if you're on the ground when this happens, you'll go from dying to injured. But what would happen if adrenaline procs at the same moment that the pig starts to place a reverse bear trap on your head? Will the effect of adrenaline be blocked? You can activate inner strength while downed by having Victor hold the locker's door. This one was submitted by White Tower. The deep wound status effect requires you to mend before the timer runs out or you are placed into the dying state. Normally, if you're dying while inside of a locker, you'll burst out of that locker and fall to the floor. But if Victor is holding onto the door, then will this still happen? You can blind the killer during a mori. This one was submitted by Shadow the Hedgehog. Not Hedgehog, Hedgehog. Some killers' mori animations are in first person. First person? First person. It's an F, not a TH. First person. So what happens when you try and blind the killer mid-mori? How about for third-person animation, like Nemesis? Hex Blood Favour blocks pallets when a teammate dies on hook or disconnects. This one was submitted by Liam. I know that I said no more Blood Favour myths, but this one is something we didn't actually cover. Hex Blood Favour blocks all pallets within 32 meters of a survivor who goes down a health state. We established in a previous episode that it works with moris, but does it work with normal death via the hook? How about if a character disconnects? So there you have it, yet another 14 DBD myths busted. Well, 8, but, you know, we did 14. There was 14 answers there, 14 things investigated. It's the same amount of work as a 14 myth video. I started writing these and I thought, oh, some of these need further investigation. Anyway, today's Q&A question comes from I Am Shade, who asks, what is the best advice you ever got IRL? This one's actually easy. Sort of. You need to take personal responsibility. Did you mess something up? Is your first instinct to start blaming other people or society or culture? There may well be issues within your society or a culture in which you participate. Before you start blaming everything on external factors, you've got to look at what you did to contribute to the situation. It seems obvious, but so many people don't seem to understand it. Hell, this is a mantra that I try and live by, but it can be really difficult to remove emotion from a situation and face reality. I didn't work out this week, so the next time I hit the bench, I'll have to deload the weights. I ate like crap last night, so today I feel sluggish and have less energy. I didn't upload videos for 2 weeks, so now I can't pay rent out of my YouTube payout. I didn't give it my all with this work project, so now the client is unhappy and there are delays. I didn't bother to run in and mark that player, so now the opposing team scored. Honestly, not to go all boomery on you guys, I am a zoomer after all, but this generation is full to the brim of people who want to blame everything but themselves for their failings. We all do it. I'm not saying that I don't do it. It takes a concerted mental effort to stop it. But if you've made it to this point in this video, consider going into this week thinking about your reactions to things that are actually your fault. I bet you anything, at least once this week, you'll identify yourself blaming someone else for something you did. Once you cut that out or address it or apologize for that, you're going to be in a position to improve yourself day by day. Also, along the same lines, go for a jog, lift some weights. Nothing will teach you how much you're actually in control and how much you've been lied to better than seeing change in your body through sustained, committed exercise. Because it just works, and it's entirely down to you. That's kind of heavy, wasn't it? A big thank you to my £8 and up patrons, Mr. Lista, channel manager, Channel Manager, Chipstar878, and Godfather Bobby. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.